Igatho cia mwanya muno makirio ro hari ongekorwo wiroreire no ni ceceni ya Inoro TV ciarite wega thaa mugwanja maya ni mathaa ma mĩaraho mathaa ma ũkũmenyithia marĩa tũkũharĩrĩirie ni njĩtagwo Ken wa Kuraya. Minister wa Gĩthomo Professor George Amagoha augĩte atĩ thukuru no cikahingũrwo rĩngĩ mũthenya wa kerĩ kiumia gĩũkĩte icigo-inĩ iria cibangĩirwo gĩthurano. Kaunti ya Kakamega na Mombasa nĩcio cikuhutio makĩria kuona thukuru ciothe cikahingwo nginyagia rĩrĩa commission ya ithurano ĩgatiriha mĩhang'o ya gũikia na gũtara kura.
We have agreed as a government that we are going to continue to complete these CBC classrooms, which we started about 7 months ago now. The first phase of about 6,500 were completed. About 6 weeks ago, we started on the second phase, which is doing extremely well. As I speak to you now, for example, a county like Nyeri has completed 100%. We are in the small process of ensuring that they get paid. The money is available at 788,200 per classroom. Most of the counties in the central region are at over 90%. Most of the counties in the Nyanza region are also over 90%, followed by the eastern region and the northern region. Globally, we are basically at 75%, which leaves us with a tough nut to crack of about 1,200 classrooms. I strongly believe that by God's grace we should be able to complete that construction, so that whenever the new CS takes over, he finds that he has a smooth place to start.
Kugina kwa President Muthure William Ruto na munini wake Rigathi wa Gachagua nĩmatongoretie mũcemanio wa mbere wa magavana maseneta hamwe na bunge arĩa marathurirwo na ciama iria cirobete ngwatanĩro ya Kenya Kwanza. Mũcemanio ũcio ũyũ ũthugundĩte njĩra cia ũgai wa iturwa bunge-inĩ ya bũrũri na Senate na ũrĩa nyũmba ici cia icirĩro ingĩteithĩrĩria gũtirĩra thirikari yao angĩkorwo nĩmakoya mĩhĩtwa ya ũtungata. Reke tũthikĩrĩrie.
All of us, I want to say to all teams in Kenya Kwanza, our very big thanks and congratulations for getting us this far. This morning we have had a meeting with members of parliament and our governors elected under the Kenya Kwanza banner. We've had heartwarming to see many people we met in the field dressed today differently in ties and looking very smart. We were all in all manner of and it was, so fit our clothes back and see to it that we begin now the journey of governing the country. I want to, in a very, very special way, tell the people of Kenya in this first meeting of the leadership of Kenya Kwanza that every Kenyan can now go back to their phones. You don't have to use WhatsApp. You don't have to use Signal. You can go back and use your normal phone. Because I want to promise the people of Kenya that our administration will have nothing to do to those of us who have been elected from all the political parties, and especially those who have been elected, those of us who have been elected in Kenya Kwanza. I want to tell you right from here that with the leadership position that has been bestowed on us, the national leadership and the leadership at every level, that leadership that we have won.
Reke twabe tuthame mwena ucio hanini turoneka ta twina mitambo thina wa mitambo no tugicokereria ni tukorwo tukimietherera wega na reke tuthi na mbere. Atongoria o hamwe na a Kenya amatiganite aria maranyitaga mbaru mito ya Raila Amolo Odinga ithurano kihituku ni mayukiti itacokia ria keria gutetia maumirira maria marandirirwo ni muikariri giti wa commission ya ithurano na mihaka wa Fula Chebukati. Atongoria aya maugite ati mena mwihoko igoti togeru gatigirira ati kihoto ni giathingatwo.
Tuko na imani ya kwamba Mheshimiwa Raila Amolo Odinga bila ameenda kotini, those results za jana zitakuwa overturned. Tarehe ya kuchagua governor ni tarehe 23 ambayo itakuwa next week on Tuesday. Tunaomba wakazi wa Kakamega wajitokeze kwa wingi sana ili tupigie hii team ya Fernandes Baraza na Ayub Savula kuwa governor wa Kakamega wa pili na deputy governor. Tunaomba watu wa Kakamega wakae na utulivu, wawe na subira kwa sababu sisi kama team Azimio tuko na imani ya kwamba ikifika tarehe 23 ushindi ni wetu.
IEBC vile imetangaza kuwa kupitia kwa Chebukati kuwa Ruto ni president elect. Sisi tunasupport wale 4 commissioners wale wamesema uchaguzi haukuwa halali, na rais, tunaamini rais ni Raila Amolo Odinga, na kufikia tarehe 23 wale watu wote supporters wa Raila na supporters wa Azimio waamuke kwa wingi watupigie kura, kwa sababu sisi Kakamega tuna hope that we shall serve the people of Kakamega in the position ya governor Fernandes Baraza na mimi kama deputy.
Tukime mweno ucio gavana muthure wa county ya Narok Patrick Ole Ntutu ni oretie atongoria aria marahotirwo manyitanire na ke kurutithania wira niguo gukinyaniria mabataro ma aikari a Narok. Ntutu aretie hindi ya mucemanio na arumiriri ake o undu umwe na atongoria matiganite aria maramunyitaga mbaru.
Ndumiriri ya thayo ni atongoria aya aria mokite hamwe igongona-ini ria gucokia ngatho mahunjitie kuri aikari a kaunti ya Narok gutekumakania mwena uria maranyitaga mbaru hindi ya githurano. Patrick Ole Ntutu uria urathurirwo na tigiti wa kiama kia UDA ta gavana wa kaunti ino eyumiritie kwiranira kurutithania wira na miaho yothe na muoroto wa gukuria kaunti ya Narok.
Kwa heshima kuu, kwa upendo, mimi nataka kusema asanteni sana watu ya Narok kwa kunichagua niwe gavana wenu. Mimi kwa moyo wangu nimefanya nini? Nimewasamea wote kwa ile mambo ambayo imefanyika.
Atongoria matiganite aria manyitanire nake igongona-ini riri maugite riu kaunti ino ni agia na kihonia guku makiuria aikari guku maige thayo niguo matigacoke na thutha o riri mambete muthingi wa ukuria thutha wa guthura atongoria ao.
Kuanzia leo na kwenda mbele, mimi nataka niombe watu ya Narok tusikue na watu ya Kenda ama watu ya Ndutu. Nyinyi wote ni watu yangu.
Wananchi wa Narok County, siasa imeisha sasa. Sasa tunaanza kuchapa kazi. Tulikuja mbele yenu na manifesto, tukaomba mtuajiri na mumetuajiri kazi. Na unapoajiri mtu kazi ya huyo mtu sasa ni kukuhudumia. Na bila shaka najua hii team ambayo inaongozwa na Patrick Ntutu tutaenda kudeliver our promises, kwa sababu hiyo ndio haki yenu.
Lete hii jamii yote yenye iko Narok pamoja. Fuata nyayo ya mzee Lionga Ole Ntutu. Kuunganisha jamii yote ya Narok.
Ntutu ni oreti agatwarithia na mbere haria Governor Samuel Tunai gutigira makiria kurikiria tafarira iria arambiriirie niguo aikaria guku matikone ugaruruku kurumirira ituika ria wathani.
Hii kazi Governor Tunai aliacha utakuja kuendeleza na kufanya zaidi. Nami vile vile nitakuja kutengeneza mara vizuri na kutengeneza ikuwe vizuri sana.
Kulimaliza uchaguzi, the president elect William Samoei Ruto. Na tunampongeza yeye, tunamwombea Mungu ampatie hekima na afya bora.
Moitalel Ole Kenta uria urahuranagira giturwa giki na tikiti wa kiama kia ODM eranire guthie igoti-ini thutha wake kwaga kuiganira na maumirira maria maranirirwo. Handu-ini ha Inooro TV njitagwo Gathoni Wanjihia. Ndumiriri ya thayo.
Atongoria matiganite aria marahuranagira giturwa kia gavana kaunti ya Turkana nimetikirite itua ria muingi na makeranira kunyita mbaru Jeremiah Lomulukai uria urahotanire Lomulukai na yakirite wirutiri wake wa gutungatira andu othe agutari na muthutukanio.
The purpose of this interview is to tell the world that I wish to concede this defeat and congratulate the winner of the gubernatorial seat in Turkana, Honorable Jeremiah Lomulukai, for the victory.
Sasa wewe ndio kiongozi wa Turkana County, unganisha wa Turkana wote, uweka pamoja. Serikali ya county sio ya chama. Serikali ya county ni serikali ya Waturkana wote. Hakikisha ya kwamba Waturkana wote wako katika serikali yako. Sio chama imeisha baada ya kura.
I promise to deliver. I promise the people of Turkana County serious service. The issues of corruption, I think, will be reduced to very minimal indicators. We will ensure that every person that lives in Turkana County counts Turkana County as a county for the people of Turkana County. The people living in Turkana County will benefit from the resources that the exchequer or the national government has given us or gives us every single financial year. We will ensure that that money is put into very serious work.
Ikinya rimwe thutha tondu mitambo itungwicia ni acokereria ni tugutigirire President Muthure William Samoei Ruto akiaria kuria acamanitie na magavana o hamwe na aria othe marakorirwo makihotana na tikiti wa kiama kia UDA. Njitarire mwerekeri wakwa akorwo anyitana mitambo yo wega nigetha tukorwo tugigucokia mwena ucio nigetha dukorirwo ni miario oro nemwe kumania na mwena ucio no agikorwo mwerekeri wakwa bado nducamanitie na mitambo yo leke tuthie kungi mwena wa Kimilili. Thuthuria wa mwiri wa murangiri uria wiko agirukana wiciragirio arathirwo ni mubunge wa Kimilili Didmas Barasa wonanitie ati akuire kumana na rithathi iria ahurirwo kuhata mutoini wake. Thuthuria uyu uria utafanitio ni muthuthuria wa miri ithwiro ria bururi David Mushana riu utanyitwo kuhuthirwo ta uira ni mwena wa thitango kuhingurira Barasa thitango cia uragani. Haro Njoroge wa Maina ni uratutariria.
Thiku kenda kuma Brian Olunga uria wari murangiri wa muhuraniri wa giturwa kia ubunge gia Kimilili Brian Haemba arathwo na gukwa hau riu uthuthuria wa kiria giacungireirie gikuo giake ni urikite. Uthuthuria ucio uria utafaneirio mochari-ini ya Delight o kuu Kimilili mwena wa ithwiro ria bururi wonanitie ati Brian arathwo rithathi ya hatire mutwe na igicungiriria gikuo giake.
Mimi ni mwanapatholojia. Tumekusanyika hapa na idara tofauti za serikali kuanzia na department ya homicide, civil crime, chief government pathologist na DCI na Kimilili na Bungoma kuja kukagua hii mwili wa marehemu Brian. Pia tumekuwa na pande ambazo zimehusika na hii mwili, zimeleta madaktari wao familia pia wameleta madaktari wao ndio tufanye shughuli ile kwa pamoja, na tumetumia masaa 2.5 na tumekubaliana kwamba Brian aliaga kufuatia majeraha mabaya kichwani ndio kutokana na risasi ambayo ilikuwa imepatikana katika ubongo wake upande wa kulia. Tumechukua ripoti, tumenakili hizo specimens tofauti tumepeana kwa homicide waendelee na
uthuthuria uyu riu utanyitwo kuhura njeki uira uria uronganio ni maabitha a uthuthuria niguo mahote kutemania igoti-ini magithitanga mũmbunge Didmas Barasa uria niwe mwikuirwo munene ngero-ini ino. Muthenya wa ira igoti ria Bungoma niriretikirire ihoya ria mwena wa thitango ria kwenda mwikuirwo ahingirwo thero kwa ihinda ria thikũ 10 niguo uhote kugomania uthuthuria, ukiongerera ati ihinda riu megukorwo makiaraniria na maabitha a commission ya IEBC na aruhonge rwa NYS aria mari ceceni-ini ya gucukira miti ya Chebu Kwabi kuria ngero iyo yatabaniirio. Mwena wa thitango ningi ugite ihinda riu nirikuteithia gwetha uira kuma kuri muingi uria ungitigira kuheana uira wao Barasa angirekererio. Riu cira uyu ukiraririo tariki 24 mweri
Rugoshiria netwa mukirite mitambo kuma mwena ucio kuria uire muruto araria kwa ihinda riri na niwe President Muthure tuthikiririe.
Parliament have been answering questions in Parliament. We do not think that is the right thing to do. And we are going to have a discussion so that we can adjust and amend the standing orders to make it possible for cabinet secretaries to get to the floor of the House and answer questions and explain government policy on the floor of the House so that the people's representatives, members of Parliament and senators, can interrogate what their government is doing. We do not think that it is enough for cabinet secretaries to go to committees of Parliament. We have discussed with our Speaker, and there is a possibility of us ensuring that we run an accountable government by making sure that on a daily basis, the people of Kenya, through their representatives in Parliament, can ask questions, can interrogate government policy, government programs on the floor of the House, so that we can be better accountable as a government. We will be speaking to many of the other issues as we move forward. We will be making our public policy pronouncements to guide the country in the direction in which we believe the country will move forward. And as I have said, we want to move the country forward at the earliest opportunity possible. We are looking forward to the processes that are now ongoing coming to a conclusion. Shortly, we will be suggesting members of Kenya Kwanza to the transition committee. I think we are doing that today, so that the process of the transition can kick in and we can go towards concluding the matter of the election. So if there will be court processes, we will engage in those and make sure that because we are Democrats and we believe in the rule of law. So to that extent, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say we've had a wonderful meeting this morning. I think we have introduced the new members who are here for the first time. We have also agreed that Kenya Kwanza is going to run a mentorship program for our new members so that we can make them better, more effective, more efficient legislators and people's representatives, and we can better train them to be able to appropriate their responsibilities of oversight, their responsibilities of legislating, and their responsibilities of representation. We want them to be effective so that we can better deliver to the people of Kenya. So with those many remarks, I think we have also agreed on other internal matters, on what priorities we are going to work on. We have also agreed on other political manenos, which we are going to engage in and move forward together. And in our midst, I think we have our county governors who are here. We have senators who are here. We have members of parliament also who are here. Just for the record, we have in this meeting 140 members of parliament who are UDA. Wasimame, tuwaone, wasimame, the UDA members of parliament. That is, those are the people who have just been elected as members of parliament, both excluding senators, I think just members of parliament. And women reps. I'm saying when I say members of parliament, including women reps. Wasimame, can we round of applause for them? Asante sana, thank you very much. We have senators in the House. Our senators, we have 24 senators. Asante sana, waheshimiwa, keti chini. And then we have, when I said MPs, did I say UDA alone? Yes. Oh, sorry. I needed to say Kenya Kwanza, sorry. Kenya Kwanza members of parliament again? 163 of them. They are here. Haya, asanteni sana. Thank you very much.
Yetu. Na tukiuma mwena ucio jitegere toba tuhumukero hanini tugicokereria tukona mage maigi. Na tugucoka ikenya origi rimwe thutha minister wa githomo Professor George Magoha augite ati thukuru no ikahingurwo ringi muthenya wa keri kiumia giukite icigo iria cibangeirwo githurano county ya Kakamega na Mombasa nicikuhutio muno makiria kuona ati thukuru ciothe cikahingwo nginyagia riria commission ya ithurano igatiriha mihango ya gwikia na gutara kura.
After thorough consultation, the government will pronounce itself about our children, and the most important thing that we shall consider is their safety. For example, if the children are already in the boarding classes, in the boarding schools, and those boarding schools are to be used for a day or so, those children will not be taken home. They can, for example, be told, for this day, you just play games and remain in the hostel. It is much better and easier to deal with it that way. Are we together here? I hope I've answered all your questions which are unasked. And thank you very much for your continuous cooperation. Let me end up by saying that it has not been easy being a CS for education during COVID. And in order for me to move things forward, I have been very firm, at times extremely firm, in between the firmness one may say that one has cracked certain jokes. I want to say without any fear of contradiction that if any of those jokes went to the wrong side, that was not the intention, and my apologies to the general public about that. There is nobody who is perfect. I believe that in order for me to have been given the opportunity to serve in this capacity, it was purely by the grace of God. As a practicing Christian, I respect everybody, from the lowest to the highest. The way you see me, and I think he can attest, the courage that I have, first of all, comes from God. Secondly, it comes from Starehe Boys Center training. We are eagles and we fly high, and we are not afraid, and we deliver. We deliver to the extent that even if you don't like us as eagles, you can go and count what we have delivered. I, as a person, Magoha, son of Magoha, I want to thank His Excellency the President for having given me an opportunity to serve the children in both primary and secondary school, because those are the ones I've fallen in love with. Having taught at the university for over 42 years, I think I only discovered my life when I came to the Ministry of Education and went to the slums where I was ordered by the President to go. That is where the life is, and perhaps that's where the next years will be encouraged also to go, not to work from Jogo House, because when you work from Jogo House, you see a lot of things that are not there. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and I want to thank you, as members of the Fourth Estate, for having worked with me and having taken the good, the bad, and the ugly of my side, because that is a human being. Asanteni sana. It's good to see you again. And you'll see me moving around the country, hopefully until the day that we have a new head of state, which would then mean that I cease to complete what I'm hoping to complete. But I also hope that by that time, my main target, which is completing the classrooms, will have been done. Thank you.
Tukima mwana ucio aikari a county ya Kilifi ni moritio kana moriti aru nao metekere guthie na mbere na kuiga thayo gutekumakania mwaho wa uteti uria mundu aranyitaga mbaru ni magathiririe commission ya ithurano na mihakanio IBC ni uria atwarithirie mbere mihango ya githurano na maugite githurano ya kimera giki ni gikuranire kuo na maumirira maranagirirwo mundu kana maranirirwo mundu wothe wagaramaria wa muigana ni wenu report ino.
Rere fururi werekeire ituikaine ria wathani ndumiriri ya thayo ni thiete na mbere kuhunjio kundu guothe kaunti-ini ya Kilifi muingi urorio himbirie thayo na urumwe gutekumakania mwahu uria mundu aranyitaga mbaru.
Tuwe na amani Kenya mzima, yale mambo yaliyopita ya zamani tuyaache yote, ili tushikane tuwe kitu kimoja. Mungu ametupenda akatuletea kabila tofauti na binadamu wote wakaja hapa duniani ili tupendane na tuwe watu wamoja na tuwe tunasaidiana kwa dhiki na shida na raha.
Ateti aria matanaiganira na maumirira marathingatwo marumirire njira iria mathiriirio ni gatiba mateguthoga thayo na njira o yothe.
Tofauti yoyote ni tuachie wao wawili na wengine wanaowafuata, lakini sisi tuungane tuwe kitu kimoja, tutumishe amani, tuwe wapendo wa Kenya.
Lakini kama kuko na siasa ambayo imetoa muongozo tofauti na zile za kule nyuma ni hii ya 2022. Kwa sababu sisi tunajua hata kabla mtu hajatangazwa tulikuwa tunaona wengine wanachoma matairi, lakini sasa hii hakuna.
Maugite ni maiganire na uria commission ya ithurano etafanetie mihango ya githurano guku makiuria tongoria aria marathurirwo matungate muingi wothe hatari muthutukanio.
Kulingana na mfumo ule wa kupiga kura vile ambavyo umeletwa kwa usawa. Ni ile tu mtafaruku kidogo uliotokea huko, lakini umeletwa kwa usawa na kila mmoja anajua tayari mshindi ni nani.
Tafadhalini ndugu zangu wa Kenya, tusifanye maovu. Kenya yetu tuna amani na Mungu atatulinda.
Honge cia ugitiri ni igathiriirio ni kuiga thayo guku ikiurio ithie na mbere gutigirira muingi na indo ciaguo ni wagitirwo. Ngiribotera Inoro TV, Getu Wangari Maria.
Borithi mwena wa Nyamira ni marethana na mwikuiro wa uragani uri urathecire muthuri omwe na mwana wake ni undu wa ngucanio cia marihi ma guteithiriria gutirika ngari. Mwanake uria urathecirwo ni murutwo wa thukuru wa thekondarĩ na aramukira urigiti mehariria ma guthika baba wao makiambiriria.
Kirite kieha o hamwe na hahu mwena wa Nyamira kuria mundurume umwe uria ukurikanite ta George Choka hamwe na mũriũ mathecangirwo na kahiũ hwainĩ wa muthenya wa mwambĩrĩrio. Erĩ aya marĩ mĩhang'o-inĩ ya gũteithĩrĩria kũhatũra ngari ĩrĩa yakwamĩte mũtaro-inĩ, na nĩguo ũmwe wa anake arĩa mateithagĩrĩria kũgucia ngari ĩno watumũrire gĩcanjama akienda mbeca nyingĩ nĩ wĩra ũyũ.
Ngawaambia pesa yenye niko nayo sasa juu nini imefungwa, niko na 350 na zawapatia 350, alafu kesho tuone venye itafanyika. Kwa bahati mbaya ama bahati mzuri ile jamaa akasikia, kuna jamaa anaitwa Dan, rafiki yangu, akaanza kuniambia ya unaweza tupatia 50. Sasa mimi pia nikamwambia naweza kupatia 50 na hujanisaidia kazi. Jamaa ka cross barabara akachukua mawe kapiga gari yangu windscreen.
Mwenye gari akamwambia msaidie kusukuma, akadimandi pesa mingi kuliko 300 ile mwenyewe alikuwa anataka kuwapatia. Hapo wakatifa ndio wakati alikimbia kuripoti akawacha baba yake akitungwa na ndugu yake.
Mwene ngari uria ni mũriũ wa Choka augĩte gĩko gĩkĩ gĩkĩhanĩka ceceni-inĩ ya borithi kũhũra riboti thutha wa mwĩkũĩrwo wa njũragano ĩno gwatura gĩcicio kĩa ngari yake makĩgucanĩria marĩhi.
Nikakimbia police station Nyamira. Kufika huko nilikaa huko karibu 45 minutes. When nimekaa huko 45 minutes ndio napigiwa simu ati ndugu yako ameuawa. Amedungwa kisu hapa, hebu kimbia kwanza kuja usaidie huyo ndugu yako. Hawakuwa amejua mzee pia amedungwa kisu. Mimi kukuja nikapata kijana amedungwa kisu, ngambeba ngamweka kwa hiyo gari yangu Probox. Kuangalia mzee pia amelala hapa amedungwa, mara imetoka chini.
Mutumia wa Choka riu nikĩtie ihoya kũrĩ thirikari akienda yoe ikinya rĩa naihenya gũikia mwĩkũĩrwo ũyũ ngono atanatafania ngero makĩria.
Sasa naomba serikali nisaidie, hata niko na watoto wanasoma. Tafadhali serikali munisaidie kabisa. Na mmoja ameuliwa na mwingine ako hospitalini.
Tumeongea na watu wa Sieti nikapeana namba, watatrack mahali atapatikana. Lakini tayari nimechulizwa mahali yako, tutafuatilia tuone kama atasikwa aletwe. Naomba watu wa familia wale wanauzika waende waandike statement. Order ikwe issued. Tupeane jibu ya huko, asike huyu, halafu tuende kumchukua kutoka huko.
Ngiribotera Inooro TV, njĩtagwo Mũgai wa Mwaura.
Family imwe mwena wa Butere Kakamega irenda thirikari mateithĩrĩrie gũkinyĩria ũma wa gĩkuũ kĩa ũmwe wao Dickson Inganga ũrĩa kũratuĩka waterethire na kũgũa itangi-inĩ rĩa chemical kĩganda-inĩ gĩa cukari kĩa Mumias arĩ wĩra na gũkua hau. Kũringana na family ĩno, ngero ĩno yahanĩka matiamenyithirio na mwĩrĩ wa mwana wao warutirwo na gũtwarwo mocarĩ matekũmenyithio. Harun Njoroge wa Maina nĩ ũratarĩria.
Maya nĩmo matigari ma nguo cia Dickson Inganga iria itigĩtwo irĩ kĩririkano gĩake kũrĩ family yake mwena wa Butere kaunti-inĩ ya Kakamega. Kũratuĩka atĩ Dickson athiĩte wĩra o ta mũtugo kĩganda-inĩ gĩa cukari kĩa Mumias na arĩ wĩra-inĩ agĩteretha na kũgũa itangi-inĩ rĩa chemical iria ihũthagĩrwo iganda-inĩ na agĩkua na mwĩrĩ wake ũkĩrutwo na gũtwarwo mocarĩ. Family yake ikiuga yamenyithirio mwĩrĩ ũrĩkĩtie gũkinyio mocarĩ.
Lakini la kushangaa mtu wako akikufa na amekufia mahali, hata ikiwa wakora amemuua, si natakana upate kama amelala hapo. Hatukuonyeshwa mahali penye alikufia, tumetoka tu huko, hata hatujui nini iliendelea.
Bata waja tuonyesha mahali penye baba amekufia. Na mimi kama first born wake nasema hivi, waturuhusu hata tuone penye baba amekufia. Alafu hiyo baba ndio tegemeo letu.
Family ĩno ĩrauga atĩ ndĩaheirwo rũtha rwa kwandĩkithia ndũmĩrĩri na borithi, gũgĩtuĩka atĩ ndũmĩrĩri ĩrĩa yandĩkithĩtio nĩ kĩganda kĩu merirwo nĩyo ĩgwĩtĩkĩrwo yika.
But tulikuwa tunauliza hata kama tunaweza enda police station pia kuandika statement.
but tuliweza kuambiwa hakuna haja sisi kuenda kuandika statement. Bora vile wale wameandika statement, sisi tuende tuchukue nini? OB number peke yake itakuwa imetosha. But hiyo nikaona kama kuna giza kidogo, but ni sawa.
Walipokuwa wanatembea hapo wakifanya kilini, aliweza kutumbukia ndani ya mtungi ya pipa ya sukari ambapo iko na nini ndani na chemical. Pale ndani hakuna oxygen. Ndio huyu amekufia pale. Kitu ya kushangaza ni kwamba mtu akipata ajali akufia mahali, kitu inatakana ifanyike ni polisi wakuje kwanza waangalie pale mahali. Hao walijua kwamba mtu amekufa, wanafuruta mbio wanapeleka mochari bila askari kuwa pale. Haya maneno tutaki ifunikwe.
Mimi si charidhika sababu sikuona mahali penye alikufia, sijui nini ilimuua. Ningehitaji serikali inisaidie kufuatilia tujue mahali penye mzaa alikufia, nini ilitokea ndio akakufa.
Munene wa borithi wa Mumia Stephen Muoni ona gukire uguo augite ruhonge rwa borithi ni rureka uthuthuria guteithurana kiriga kiu. Handu-ini ha Inooro TV, njitagwo Harun Njoroge wa Maina.
Anyiti itemi matiganite aria ni hamwe na ikundi itari cia githirikari ni mambiririe tabarĩra cia guteithĩrĩria airetu aria magiaga ciana maria nini kaunti-ini ya Taita Taveta kurikia githomo kiao. Kurigana na ruhonge rwa maundu ma uigananu Taita Taveta, gicunji kia 22 harĩ igana kia airetu a ũkũrũ wa thĩ wa mĩaka 18 nĩo mohire da kaunti-ini ino mwaka muthiru.
Kwa maombi
Gikiro kia iguru kia airetu anini aria makoretwo makiohanda kaunti-ini ya Taita Taveta nikio kigucĩrĩirie gikundi kia Action Aid kwambĩrĩria tabarĩra cia kũmahe kothi cia moko na itanya rĩa gũteithĩrĩria airetu aya gũtwarithia mĩtũrĩre yao.
This area, because of the vulnerability and being a semi-arid area, there has been cases of early pregnancies. It's one of the areas which have a high increase of early pregnancies. And also today, with the young mothers who have been enabled and empowered by Action Aid, we are very grateful because one of our major partners here in Taita Taveta. And apart from being equipped with skills and maybe the certificate that they have received, they went further even to donate the equipment that they're going to use.
Ona thutha wa ceceni ino ya kothi cia moko iria iri itũra-inĩ rĩa Kicuce gwakwo, muigana wa airetu aria meyumĩririe ni munini muno, na ikinya rĩa gikundi kia Action Aid kwambĩrĩria mũbango wa kũmarĩhĩra mathomo, muigana ũyũ ni ũthiĩte na mbere ukiongererekaga.
Hii resource center ni ile ambayo inaleta watoto wasichana ambao hawakupata nafasi ya kumaliza masomo yao. Shirika la Action Aid likakuja likawasaidia ili wapate ujuzi wa kufanya courses tofauti. Baadhi ya courses ambao ziko katika hii resource center ambao shirika la Action Aid lilikuwa limesimamia ni pamoja na hairdressing, tumekuwa pamoja na dressmaking na pamoja na masonry.
Wamelipia wanafunzi wetu mitihani zaidi wanafunzi 30 wakafanya mitihani na wamefaulu. Wamewapatia vifaa vya kutumia wakiwa shule ndani, material ya kushona, material ya kusuka na zinginezo. Na mwishowe wale ambao wamefaulu wameweza tena kupatiwa za kuanzia maisha.
Aciari arĩa marĩ na ciana ici nini igĩte na ciana mĩciĩ-inĩ makĩũrio mathiĩ na mbere kũmaringĩrĩria maiyũkie mweke ũyũ nĩguo mahote gũkũria gĩthomo kĩao.
Targeting young mothers, single young mothers who are young, if they are out there, our parents are appealing that you can let your girls to come and get knowledge here and so that they can become better people in the society.
Nilifanya kozi ya dressmaking na leo nasikia raha moyoni. Ndio nimepewa chombo ya kushonea. Nilikuwa ninunue lakini ile pesa yenye ningenunua itanifanya niongeze kununua material no nikishona nikiuza.
Muigana wa airetu anini aria marohanda na kugĩa ciana gũkũ kaunti-inĩ ya Taita Taveta ũkoretwo ũrĩ kĩhĩngĩca kĩnene ihinda-inĩ rĩa mwaka ũmwe mũthiru ũkĩongerereka na gĩcunjĩ gĩa 10 harĩ 100. Ngĩribotera Inooro TV, rĩtwa rĩakwa nĩ Wangui wa Mwangi.
orige tugacokereria na tugithie na mbere ni ati commission ya wandikani wa aruti a wira a muingi ni rutite mutaratara uria ukurumirirwo ni thirikari njeru iria ekwihitithio thutha wa githurano gia kiumia githiru. Mutaratara ucio wayanitio na icunje kenda ugitariria uria thirikari ekwobwo na uria aruti wira thirikari nene na cia matura ma kubagwo gutugiriria motungata ma muingi gutigirira utungata wa muingi ndunarugama.
Following the conclusion of the 9th August 2022 general election, the Public Service Commission has developed an advisory brief on transition to a new government administration, pursuant to its mandate as enshrined in the Constitution. The brief, which is intended to support a seamless transition by the outgoing administration, is segregated into 9 advisories and reflects the centrality of the Public Service Commission as set out in the Constitution on matters related to establishing government structures, appointments, and the human resource function for both incoming national and county administrations. The following are the 9 advisories. Advisory number 1 is on a fit-for-purpose structure of a new government. Advisory number 2 is on recruitment and selection of principal secretaries. Advisory number 3 is on appointment letters for principal secretaries. Advisory number 4 is on delegation instrument and vesting of the role of the authorized officer. Advisory number 5 is on a high-level induction program for cabinet secretaries and principal secretaries. Advisory number 6 is on exit of serving principal secretaries and safeguards for seamless continuity of service delivery. Advisory number 7 is on the management of the exiting cohort of advisors and other auxiliary personal staff. Advisory number 8 is on devolution, intergovernmental relations, and modalities for transition of staff from the Nairobi Metropolitan Services and related matters upon the lapse of the deed of transfer between the central government, the Nairobi Metropolitan Services, and the county government of Nairobi. Finally, advisory number 9 is on the institutionalization and reinvigoration of performance management, reform, and transformation in the public service. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are the 9 advisories. All these advisories are as enshrined in the Constitution, focused on the mandate of the Public Service Commission. The advisory, if I may add, and the advisories is both for the exiting and incoming new administration. It is also intended to ensure there is seamless continuity of public service by all public service in the entire republic. There will be no disruption of services, and there will be seamless continuity when the current administration exits and the new administration comes in.
Atumia magana mere na tatu mwena wa Laikipia ya Rugongo marehareria gukorwo mabite tafarira cia gwikuria mahota gukinyaniria mabata mao matekwarira mundu ruhi makoretwo mari muhari-ini wa mbere guthingata githomo gia ciana ciao oro hamwe na kuhurana na uruithia wa airetu gicigo-ini giki. Githui wa Wairimu niwe wina riboti ino.
Atumia ya meyumbite gikundi-ini gitagwo Twala ni marakungwira makinya maria matashukitie kuma mungana hamwe makiria ma miaka 5 mihituku. maheirwo mugunda wa eka 40 ni athuri ao mwena wa Ilpolei na mauhuthagira na tafarira itiganite, imwe yacio ari kurangira unduire wa ruriri rwa Maathai.
Na kwa sana sana ni sisi tunasimamia mambo ya ukulima, mambo ya mboga, tunapanda mboga hapa, nyanya. Kwa wakati mrefu sana Wamasai wamekaa wakitegemea mifugo, lakini kwa sasa tunajaribu kuingia tena upande ya ukulima, maana tumeona ukiwa na kashamba yako hata kwa boma tu huwezi kuwa unanunua mboga. Tumeona hata nyanya utakuwa unanunua ukiweka kwa kitchen garden.
Akiaria hindi ya kugayana faida ya o mwaka iria yumanite na tafarira ici, muikariri giti wa gikundi giki Rosemary Ninini ni atugiritie wirutiri wa atumia aya makiria hari kuhurana na mutugo muhetuke ni mahinda wa kuruithia ciana cia airetu, akiuga riu atumia aya makoretwo magitetera gutwara ciana ici thukuru,
kwa sababu mifugo sana ni ya wanaume. Ile kitu ambayo ni ya mama katika jamii yetu ani kuku, lakini tukaonelea ni vyema tukuje tuhifadhi culture yetu, mila yetu ambayo ni nzuri iweze kutuletea pesa. Pia tuhifadhi ekari 40 ambao tumepewa iweze kutuletea pesa.
Nini augite atumia aya ni mahotete kwirugamia kuona tafarira ciao cia guthondeka indo cia magemio makihuthira ciuma, uigi wa njuki, urimi wa mboga na kurihia nyumba cia gendi ni kumarehagira mbeca.
Hizi manyumba ya Kimasai ndio tunaonesha wasungu na tunaishi, kila mama anaishi nyumba. Sasa ni hiyo nyumba ya Kimasai ndio sisi tulijenga na mkono wetu, tufanya naye biashara kuonesha wale watu wajui, kama wale wajui kutengeneza hii manyumba ya Kimasai, ni sisi ndio tunatengeneza.
Kwa sababu mifugo sana ni ya wanaume, ile kitu ambayo ni ya mama katika jamii yetu ani kuku, lakini tukaonelea ni vyema tukuje tuhifadhi culture yetu, mila yetu ambayo ni nzuri iweze kutuletea pesa. Pia tuhifadhi ekari 40 ambao tumepewa iweze kutuletea pesa. Na hapa kuna mambo mbalimbali ambayo tunafanya ambayo inaleta pesa kwa wamama. Moja yapo ikiwa ni mila, vile nimesema ya kuwa tumehifadhi mila nzuri, na tukasema hapana kwa mila zingine kama ukeketaji ya mtoto msichana, uosaji, ile ndoa ya mapema, na pia kunyima mtoto yeyote kwenda shuleni.
Atumia aya nao magikungwira matunda matafarira ici kuona nio makoretwo makirutira wira, na riu no nduhio riria maragairwo kigina kia o mwaka.
Hii misinga ni iko na asali, sisi tunatoa tukiwa members ya Twala, tunausia watu, tunausia Impact na tunausia LPC. Sasa hii misinga hata tumetrainiwa, ni sisi wenyewe ndio tunatoa asali na kuusa kutuhusia, alafu tusaidie sisi tukiwa kama members.
Makogoire uhotani wao wa gwikura thina-ini, makiuga riu maratwara ciana ciao thukuru mategutinda magithini athuri yao.
Iko hata ya kikundi, mtu anauza yake, nauza kikundi, natoa ya kikundi naweka mahali, na toa 10% ya wasichana nasomesha naye watoto. Sasa nimesoma hii watoto yetu kwa hii shanga.
Handu-ini ha Inoro TV de kaunti-ini ya Laikipia, njitagwo Githui wa Wairimu.
Nigatho cia mwanya muno makiria ni gwetikira gukorwo wi mitambo-ini ya Inoro TV. Hau niho turatirihira mutamburuko witu wa Inoro miaraho, mutamburuko ugenwo na cihada thaa 10 mathaa ma matemo. Thie na mbere na kwirorera ceceni ya Inoro TV no tidie thayo urori magukumia njitagwo Ken wa Graham.